This episode of 6'5 Guys is brought to you by Defiance Machine, defying tradition with innovation. Our Bros Rifles, precision on another level. JC Steel Targets, the industry leader in quality AR-500 steel targets.
Welcome to another episode of 6'5 Guys. I'm Steve Lawrence.
And I'm Ed Mobley, and today we are at Tactical Supply and the Range in Yakima, Washington to visit with our good friend Shayne Downing.
A few weeks ago we were hanging out here with Shayne and Jake Vibert to do some long-range precision shooting and check out what's here at this awesome facility.
And awesome is an understatement. This is an experience. This is probably the only place in the world where you can order a latte and shoot a machine gun in the same building.
Come with us as we meet with Shayne and tell you a little bit about what's here. So check it out.
Today we're at Tactical Supply and the Range in Yakima, Washington. We're here with Shayne Downing. Welcome to the program, Shayne.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us back. You know, we had a wonderful time out here a few weeks ago, going out shooting long range and also in this facility.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good day.
I love it.
Go!
Yep.
Great. Wow, America! So, tell us a bit about the business. I mean, this is not just your ordinary indoor shooting range. This is like an experience. So tell us, how did you get here?
Basically, started out in the industry in an 8x10 office doing transfers after work. Was working as an engineer and just looking for a little extra residual income, and started doing transfers, and was very fortunate some of the individuals that I met and got in contact here in Yakima. So from there, just saw immediate need and demand for training and a facility to shoot. Developed the Tactical Supply business over 3 or 4 years, and then met my partner Austin, and we formulated this plan and built the facility out because there was just a great demand and need for it in the valley.
Mm-hmm. So you've been in business for about 5 years?
About 5 years now, yeah. Year and a half at this facility.
Yeah. Now this facility is amazing. There's nothing like it in next to us and the bigger city of Seattle in the state. Tell us a little bit about what's here. I mean, we did the walkthrough and the tour. What can people actually do here? What do you have?
Sure. So it's kind of been termed a guntry club, if you will. It's kind of a new phenomenon that's sweeping the country, I guess. There's a few other facilities out there. What we've decided is we're going to have every facet of the firearms industry under one roof, from your retail facility with standard firearms to training, extensive training, especially now, to the range, the use of facility here. We have the ability with our licensing to do full auto demos. The suite that we're in now, the VIP suite, was built specifically for businesses, specifically agricultural businesses here in the valley, to bring clients in from out of town. We've had 17 or 18 different countries represented here, coming in and enjoying the facility. So the whole way to our manufacturing in the lower level and development, building with proprietary components, customization, just the full gamut, service, gunsmithing. We wanted it all under one roof. And there's nothing else that I know of, no other facility that has it all under one roof.
Yeah, and folks, so literally you can walk in the door here, you can have a quad shot Americano.
At the espresso bar.
At the espresso bar at the door. And then you can saunter in here to the VIP lounge with a literal comfy couch, as you'd expect in any VIP lounge, and shoot full auto.
Yeah.
Not too many places you can do that.
Now, you do have an indoor shooting range. I noticed the VIP suite does have its own, 3 or 4 lane indoor shooting range. Then for the public indoor facility, that's a separate range.
Correct. Yeah, we segmented the bays to allow for multiple facets of training. So you can be in Bay 1, which is 4 lanes, downrange, doing CQB, low light activities, while the main bay, just standard individuals are coming in and enjoying and shooting with friends and family. And then the VIP, we can have an event going on where we're either utilizing shooting from the benches or more intensive training that we provide here. Some of our urban handgun combative carbine classes can be conducted in their own area, so it works out very well.
And then you have a first-class retail establishment. Tell us a bit about that.
Sure, yeah. Up front, we've got we're stocked out with our standard products that you'd find in most other firearms facilities, and then in addition to that, we have our own line of precision rifles. We have our own line of ARs that are manufactured here, as well as our own line of custom handguns. So those are items that you're not going to walk into another store yet and find them on their shelves. It's something specific and proprietary here at Tactical Supply and Range.
Now, in the tour, you offered some services. You actually took us back into your workshop where you actually do gunsmithing and so on, and you do a lot of custom Cerakoting. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Cerakoting it came on a couple years ago. We were one of the first that really got into Cerakote as a gun coating. Duracoat was pretty popular, and we were contacted by Cerakote and just started developing the techniques and practices. And we do some very unique finishes. We can literally do anything that you can dream up. We can put onto a frame, a slide, a barrel, whatever you're after, whatever your heart's desired. Basically, we say you dream it, we build it. So.
Yeah, and speaking of the frames, I mean, lots of folks feel that they've got to take a soldering iron to their Glock lower frame, but you're going to do something amazing with the frame on my Glock 34, and folks, we'll show that to you after it's done. But it's going to set me back a whopping $60 to have like just a totally nice contoured. Frame that's just not just going to slip all around as I shoot it.
Exactly. Yeah, we just look at the development and we see what we use and what we use in the field, and we incorporate that into some CNC processes that allow us to fully customize different platforms.
Now, on your Cerakoting, you do awesome work. You guys we'll be rolling some B-roll and some photos of what some of that looks like. Now, Shayne's actually taken us through the process. So we wanted to show you a little bit about that. So take a look. So Shayne, take us through the Cerakote process.
Sure. Basically what we do here in the workshop is we'll do a disassembly on the firearm, either received in-house or shipped in from around the country. We disassemble the part. We do a small prep process to protect any of the vital components we don't want to sandblast. Then we take it down, we do a 120 grit sandblast, which is critical to the Cerakote process. It requires edges to adhere to, so the bead blasting won't work. We use that 120 grit, sandblast it, and then we move it up into the workshop area down here. We have EPA certified paint booth, and we acetone wash the parts to remove any kind of grease or oils from it, which helps in the adhesion of the Cerakote. And then we apply the Cerakote, sometimes in multiple levels between each process, baking, sometimes stenciling, removing stencils in between the process. So we do 300 to 400 different colors and patterns here at Tactical Supply.
And as far as size is concerned, I mean, we're going to do a muzzle brake today, but how big can you go?
Yeah, we've done up to 50 cal Barretts, some of our larger projects. Our ovens are capable of handling much larger products, but in the firearms industry, the Barrett's pretty much the standard to measure everything by. So yeah, we can do full Barretts the whole way down to the smallest components.
So to walk through the process with us, we'll be actually using this as kind of a demonstration. What sort of specifications, or what does the customer want with this?
Sure. So what they're looking for a single color Cerakote to match an optic over here. So we utilize the Cerakote multi-color process. So we select and choose that based on a paint chip. We match it very close. In that case, it's an OD green, Magpul OD green. And we'll go ahead and you can see I masked the threads here just to protect the thread surfaces from getting sandblasted, or any Cerakote. Cerakote, while it's a very thin layer, it does provide some additional thickness that you can create some tolerance issues if you're Cerakoting components you're not supposed to be.
And does Cerakote also allow you to have different levels of gloss or sheen?
Absolutely. So the way that works is it's a mixture ratio. So it's a two-part mixture. We'll show you once we move down to the lower level. It's a hardener, and you vary the sheen by the amount of mixture, the ratio of hardener that you apply. So versatile product, fantastic. Saltwater immersion testing, very abrasion resistant. Yeah, it's a fantastic product, especially compared to some of the other options that are out there.
And I know you focus primarily on firearms, but have folks ever brought you some unusual things to Cerakote?
we get a whole gamut of things. I've had everything from motorcycle parts, fenders off of a Buell, the whole way to just very interesting. Some things I can't even go into.
Yeah. Oh, great. Well, let's take a walk through this process. Guys, come along, and we'll actually see what the Cerakote process is like.
So we're here in the lower level at our manufacturing facility, getting ready to sandblast this component, again using the 120 grit. We'll just put it in there and give it a quick blast.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we just basically what we do after we finish the sandblast, we go ahead and do an acetone rinse, which evaporates really quick. That just gets all the grease or any kind of even fingerprints. It'll remove that to give it a nice coat to adhere to. That's it, and we'll do a quick mix up on the Cerakote. Again, like I said, it's a two-part process. So for this particular mixture, we're going to mix it 18-to-1 to give a nice matte finish, and we'll go from there. Great. These will be great shots. I look like a mad scientist. That's 100 goes. And it's not critical that you get it exact. There's a pretty good tolerance in there. You can see they do a mix ratio over here, matte finish 24-to-1, satin 18-to-1.
Okay.
And then you can get a nice gloss on there at 12-to-1. You can get pretty glossy. And I do to keep it from drying in the actual.
Acetone.
And then usually once a week we'll run it through the paint gun washer, and that breaks all the residue off. That's what we clean our guns into. So.
Okay.
And this one, we'll go ahead over here, Jake. I'll turn the paint booth on. I'll give a quick intro. All right, we got the part finished sandblasted. We just finished the acetone wash, and now we're going to go ahead and spray our first coat of Cerakote. So we just finished applying our Cerakote finish here, and now we're going to put it in the oven. These particular parts will go in for 2 hours at around 300 to 350. So we just finished up the 2-hour bake process on our muzzle brake here. applied some anti-seize to the threads, and we're just going to go ahead and time it up on the barrel here.
Welcome back.
So yeah, Ed, we can, in addition to doing the frames, we also do slide work here, slide lightning on M&P series, their full line, the entire line of Glock. We can go in, we can slide lighten for enhanced performance. Additionally, aesthetics obviously becomes a little bit more of a piece that stands out. So performance and aesthetics, and then we can Cerakote that once we have it remachined and lightened. We can go in, at that time we would do whatever Cerakote you're after, trigger install, mag wells, magazine bases. We're doing some pretty unique bases, not only for the full frames, but also for the 43. So pretty much sky's the limit. We can do a full-on customization for you.
So people can just drop them by or just send them in?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have an online registration form. You fill it out and send it in with your frame or your slide, just through standard, through the mail.
Excellent, excellent.
Now, you were showing us a little bit about some of the gunsmithing and the millwork you do. So you can put like an RMR or whatever on your slide. You also produce some of your own products with some of the machinery you've got downstairs. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, yeah, we do a very popular item, especially in the PRS and some of the matches, the bipod talons for more aggressive purchase, as well as bipods. We do pistol compensators, we do adapters going from half 28 to 5/8 24 for guys that want to utilize a suppressor on both types of firearms. The whole way to, like you said, the RMR cuts, and yeah, we just manufacture proprietary products. We have some very exciting products coming out specifically for the precision rifle market that we definitely want to get in your guys' hands to test out. So.
Yeah, and there are a lot of spike feet out in the market, but I think talons is appropriate because those scallops you do around the edge,
like
we've
talons.
noticed, it just lets you kind of get like a sideways grip. I mean, we'll show you here with a picture what we're talking about. But if you've already got a set of spiked feet, try the talons because they offer something more than just a spike.
In fact, Shayne took us through a little bit of a walkthrough and explaining that product in a segment. Why don't you guys take a look at this? Tactical Supply has actually come up with some innovative products. One is the bipod feet compatible not only with Harris but with Atlas, and then you also have some unique things you've done here with the Atlas bipod. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So we offer two options here. We've got obviously the Atlas. This is the detent model, so very quickly interchangeable. We manufacture both the Harris and the Atlas out of T6, T6061 aluminum. And the reason we went with aluminum compared with some of the other bipods talons out there is we find that the porosity of the aluminum engages different substrates. It purchases in asphalt, purchases in concrete, some of the different facets we find ourselves as precision shooters or field shooters engaged in. In addition, we've taken the feet and we've punched holes through. What that allows it to do is some of the substrate to punch through the bipod. We find the ones with a solid pad can either tend to skid or ski, especially on wet surfaces. Any kind of soil that has moisture in it tends to slide off on. These ones, you can see, these ones have been used by me in the Precision Rifle series, as well as shooting local matches, and you can see that the aluminum actually smears off to engage with those products a little bit better than what the hardened steel does. In addition here, we've taken a standard Harris. We call this kind of our Harris upgrade, if you will. We do all the work for you guys by making this product kind of out of the box turnkey. So we obviously install our bipod talons onto here. In addition, we install a kip lever. We remove the standard thumb wheel, and then we go ahead and make the adjustable kip lever so you can get that nice, good, tight cant reduction. As well, we've gone and done an American Defense, their QD mount. This is their P2 model. So it takes the standard fixture that comes off of the Harris, removes all of those pieces to additionally make it light. It's actually a tenth lighter than the Atlas bipod currently, with the same feet on. And then we have a little trick that we like to do on all of our bipods. We go ahead and we turn the deployment pins, we spin those 180 so that from the shooter's position you can quickly deploy. And as Ed knows, pressing off of barricades, it prevents the bipod from deploying unintentionally.
Yes. That is
Very nice.
So yeah, they're available for the Atlas or the Harris, and they come standard in flat dark earth, OD green, black, or titanium. But obviously you guys have seen the Cerakote process.
Any
The sky's the
color you
limit.
want,
Whatever
yeah.
you dream, we can do. We did this to match my rifle, and we can do them in any color.
Welcome back. Shayne, let's talk about the industry in general. I mean, we're heading into an election here in the next year, and that always gets exciting in the industry. So what are you seeing now? And if you have to look out for the next year or two, what are your predictions?
Sure. I mean, obviously, from a business model, we have sights set longer term, and definitely on the election coming up. We all know, we're familiar with what that turns into in this industry, so that's not a surprise. What's been shocking for us lately is, as a result of some of the unfortunate situations that have occurred, a huge spike in training, which honestly, it's refreshing from a firearms retailer. People are literally transitioning from gun owners, i.e. someone who just purchases a firearm, to wanting to be armed citizens. They want to be an asset to their friends, to their family, and to their community. So just as fast as we can train, as fast as we put classes out, they're filling up. And it's, for me, honestly, it's very refreshing to see. It's why we built the facility. We want to, we love our Second Amendment rights as much as anyone else, and we really want to have people respect that and take it serious to the level where they train.
So they actually know how to use the firearm they're purchasing.
Exactly. The old shop when we were in, we didn't have the ability to do some of the training that we have now, and honestly, with a clear conscience, it's difficult to sell someone a firearm when you know that they're not going to go out and train properly to the level that you have to.
Yeah, and I think that's probably different than what we've seen in 2008 or a couple of years ago, where people were more into like the equipment hoarding mode. But
Exactly.
but I think now people really, to your point, want to be responsible citizens, responsible armed citizens.
Yeah, it's been a huge shift, and like I said, it's refreshing. It's been long overdue.
And again, people are coming here getting training at their own volition, right? It's not like some edict. Nobody's making them do it. I mean, that's really...
Well, but
yeah.
the things that are happening nowadays in today's environment, right? We don't need to go into the details. I think everybody knows what we're talking about. But I think there is a renewed interest, right, in people understanding that ultimately you are responsible for your personal
Yes.
protection, right? Obviously, law
Yes.
enforcement has a job to do, but they can't be everywhere.
They take a
at
report
once.
in, in most cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our connection is precision rifle, right? Shayne actually gave us a walkthrough of some of the precision rifles that they produce, and in fact, your own rig, right? I think is what we took a look at. Why don't you guys take a look at this video segment? Obviously, we have precision rifles here. Can you tell us a little bit about the precision rifle aspect of what you guys do here at Tactical Supply?
Sure, absolutely. We manufacture 4 different levels of precision rifles. Our entry level is the TS700. It's based off of an accurized Remington Action. It's similar to this in fashion right here. And then again, the nice thing with our rifles, you can select. Now's your opportunity to upgrade it to that next level. We can do multi-cam finishes, single color, like I said, up to 4 different colors. This is our premier rifle, the ARC rifle. It's based off of American Rifle Company Mousing Field Action, Proof Research. We've teamed up with Proof. All of our premier rifles come with their carbon fiber barrels. And then again, you get to select your almost endless choices of color finish. So bring a rifle out like this, it really stands out in a crowd. So if it's something you want to take out and be a competitive shooter, or even for the hunting crowd, we can build rifles to that caliber as well. So.
Yeah, and these Proof Research barrels, I mean, notably lighter.
Oh, absolutely.
Just,
yeah, much light savings. We build our Predator line of rifles is our hunting line, and where you're packing around a rifle all day, ounces make pounds, pounds make pain. We all know that. So yeah, the lighter the better, and these guys do a fantastic job when it comes to a lightweight barrel.
Great, thanks. Welcome back.
You've got a precision rifle, now you want to take it to a match. And being that you are full service, you're even
getting into the matches. So tell folks about that.
Absolutely, we're ecstatic this year. 2016, you guys know it's going to be a great year. I think we're going to see a huge turn in the PRS. Some of the things that I've been informed of it's going to be great for the industry. We're proud to be a part of that. So we're running 3 of the Northwest Precision Rifle League matches. We'll be involved in that series. As well as we're selected for June 11th and 12th National PRS event that'll be hosted. You guys were out at the facility that we're going to get to put together. We had a chance to shoot with some of the Marine Scout Sniper Association out there. So yeah, we're excited. In addition to that, we're Yakima. You guys got to go out to some of the other facilities that we have, and we're putting together a pretty good base of precision shooters. It's becoming the talk of the town locally, and we offer introduction PR classes, guys that traditionally have hunted in the past, and they want to take it a little bit further. So we just do an intro class and then tie that in as an introduction into some of the higher level training. You guys are familiar with some of the individuals I'm talking about.
Yep.
That training's out there, but just to get them interested, we offer a 4-hour class that's really been popular, especially this fall with hunting season coming up. We had an opportunity to train a lot of individuals and get them just interested. Those guys in turn are now going to come out, volunteer at our matches as range officers, and hopefully plant that seed to develop the next generation of precision shooters.
I think that's how it develops. I've seen it over and over again. Folks have an interest, are not really sure what the match scene is all about. They come out in RO,
Right.
or do a little bit of training, and once they connect with that steel, right, they hear that ding at 1,000+ yards, they're hooked.
Absolutely.
Well, and the terrain out here. I mean, we had a chance to see it. I mean, this is really going to be exciting. This is not your typical square groomed range. I mean, this is going to be a real field shooting experience. We're really excited about that.
Yeah, and our matches, if anyone's been to them, they know it goes above and beyond the shooting. We want to create that camaraderie, and more than shooting, the after hours events that we, do live music, getting together, sitting around, developing that camaraderie within the industry and within our sport.
Awesome.
Well, Shayne, we really appreciate you having us out a few weeks ago to come shooting with you and actually tour the facility, and for being here today to interview you.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming out.
Absolutely one of the best days of shooting we've ever had. I mean, seriously. And remember, folks, we have a detailed write-up on 65guys.com for this video, some additional information in there that you will find useful.
If you like this video, be sure to share it with your friends on Facebook, give it a thumbs up on YouTube, and remember to check out our Twitter feed. We are continuing to update that every week.
Remember, folks, life's an adventure.
Stay on target.